first of all, show the slide if I can. And if I can, I will show it later about our next speaker. But let us not waste much of our time, and let's invite, I think he's just joining us. The computer has a way of disturbing. Okay, so we're waiting for you, sir. Professor Alhaji Rahama Onike, it's your time.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
Are you hearing my voice, my sounds?
Yes, we can hear you, but if you can do your camera so that we can see you clearly, that would be nice. That's better.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
I feel highly honored, privileged, and recognized to have been invited to make this presentation on today's masterclass. This is my presentation with due respect to all participants, the great scholars across the globe. I am to speak on relationship in education, with particular emphasis on how to eradicate bullying in schools, communities, and families. Once again, good day to everyone. I welcome everybody to today's masterclass on the critical topic of relationship in education, how to eradicate bullying in schools, communities, and families. Today, we will dive deep into understanding the connections between education and relationship, particularly in the context of bullying, and to explore practical strategies to eliminate bullying in various settings, schools, communities, and within the family setups. Let us begin by defining our key terms. What is education? Education is the process of acquiring knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits. It is a lifelong journey of learning and development that empowers individuals to reach their full potential and contribute meaningfully to society. I would like to also make brief attempts to define relationship. A relationship refers to the way in which two or more people or things are connected, or the state of being related by blood or marriage. In the context of education, relationships encompass interactions between students, teachers, parents, and the broader community that influence learning outcomes and overall well-being. Now, let us now relate education and relationship. Education and relationship are deeply intertwined. In essence, education is built on relationships. Strong and positive relationships within educational settings foster a sense of belonging, trust, and support that could lead to better academic performance, mental well-being, and social development for students. More specifically, what is relationship in education? Relationships in education extend beyond mere connection between individuals. They shape the culture and climate of learning environment and significantly impact student experiences. Positive relationship based on mutual respect, empathy, and understanding promotes inclusivity, collaboration, and a sense of community within schools. Having made attempts to define education, relationship, and relate the two, the next is to look at what is bullying and how does bullying relate to educational system. Bullying is a form of aggressive behavior characterized by repeated intentional harm inflicted on others, often involving a power imbalance between the bully and the victim. In the school system, bullying can manifest in various forms such as physical, verbal, social, or cyberbullying. And this will cause psychological distress and as well could hinder student academic and emotional well-being. And what are ways to eradicate bullying in the school system? One, the school authorities need to implement clear anti-bullying policies and procedures that define behaviors, that identify the consequences with the reporting mechanisms properly put in place as a panacea to this type of problem that is common in the educational system that could be observed within the family setting and as well within the community at large. Then when we want to address the problem of bullying in the school system as it affects relationship, there should be effort to provide comprehensive training for teachers, staff, and students on how to recognize, how to prevent, and how to address the challenges of bullying within the educational system. The third point is fostering a positive school climate through promoting empathy, respect, and diversity. As a matter of curriculum or extracurriculum activities, greater attention needs to be paid to how to promote positive school climates by encouraging empathy, self-respect, mutual respect, and diversity among students of various ethnic background within the school system. Then the fourth point is we need to encourage open communication and support system for students to report bullying incidents confidentially. This means we have to encourage and strengthen guidance and counseling activities in the school system so that an individual experiencing any form of bullying, either from teacher or student to student, this will be given opportunity of reporting such with utmost confidentiality. Then the fifth point is we need to offer social emotional learning programs to help students build empathy, resilience, and conflict resolution skills. However, when we are talking of bullying, it's not limited to the school system alone. We can experience this in the community and within the family system. What I'm trying to point out is that bullying is not confined to school system. It can also occur in communities and within families. And this affects individuals of all ages. That means whether a child, underage students, elderly people, there is nobody that cannot experience bullying, depending on where it occurs, whether it is in the school system, within the community, or in the family settings. In communities, proactive measures such as community-wide awareness campaigns, collaboration with local organizations, and creating safe spaces for dialogue can help combat bullying. In families, fostering open communication, nurturing positive relationships, and modeling respectful behaviors are crucial in preventing and addressing bullying dynamics. Having identified the various ways by which people experience bullying in the school system, in the family setting, and within the community, I am trying to make an attempt to now come up with recommendations to eradicate bullying. My first recommendation is that we have to promote empathy, tolerance, and positive relationship in educational curriculum and community programs. And this could be achieved through program of instruction, program of activities, and program of guidance within the school system. And the three domains of learning, cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domain, when these programs are properly planned and emphasized, an individual will develop that cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domain of learning. And if such are achieved, without any doubt, I want to believe that one will have imbibed the right culture and attitude to the best strategies to address the problem of bullying in the school system. Then the second recommendation has to do with the establishment of partnerships between school, families, and community stakeholders to address bullying collectively. What I'm trying to point out is that when we want to address the problem of bullying as it affects relationship in the school system, we have to encourage students and parents, teacher meetings. There's regular meetings with all the stakeholders, including the parents, at times the community leaders. At times there should be student forum where the students are going to be given the right attitude, confidence, and encourage to always feel free to come up to report cases of bullying, whether from the teacher, whether from their colleagues, even if it involves external. Such has to be encouraged. Then the third recommendation has to do with the provision of resources and support for victims and perpetrators of bullying to break the cycle of aggression and enhance well-being. What I'm trying to point out is that there should be legal or social control measures or disciplinary procedures properly emphasized within the school system so that whoever that is the perpetrator of bullying will be sanctioned accordingly to serve as deterrent to others. Then whoever is a victim should be compensated by encouraging them, by providing them succor of any kind, so that they will not continue to suffer depression or mental illness as a result of bullying. Then it's also important that we point out that we have to conduct regular assessment and evaluation of anti-bullying initiatives to measure effectiveness and make necessary improvements. What I'm trying to point out is that when we are talking of bullying as it affects relationship in the school system, the school authorities must put in place the appropriate measures and strategies to conduct regular assessment and evaluation of anti-bullying initiatives put in place to know whether they are working. Where it needs improvement, they have to ensure that the necessary improvements are carried out so that the perpetrators will be discouraged or will have reasons to have change of attitude. However, as a victim, we also have reason to feel secured, feel protected by the law of the land and by the regulations of the school. I also want to point out that the advocate for policy changes and increase awareness to create a safer and more inclusive environment for all individuals is part of the recommendation. In conclusion, eradicating bullying in school, communities, and family requires a multifaceted approach that emphasizes the importance of positive relationships, proactive interventions, and ongoing education. That means there should be continuous training and awareness program to let people be aware of the social and legal implications of bullying and to assist the victims to get over the pains, the burden, and the agonies of bullying. By fostering a culture of respect, empathy, and collaboration, we can create a nurturing environment where everyone feels valued, supported, and safe. In the final analysis, I want to say that bullying of any form, irrespective of the persons involved, the victim and the perpetrator, should be condemned in strong terms. And one of the best strategies has been earlier emphasized, that is educational mechanism, awareness programs, advocacy. By participating in master classes of this nature, we also assist individuals to learn, to share experience, to identify need, and to recognize the dangers in bullying in the school system, in the community, and within the family setting. I thank everybody for their attention. And I want to emphasize that we all need to work together to build a world free from bullying. And we need to foster healthy relationships in all aspects of our lives so that our society, the community, and family can be peaceful, can be harmonious, can be prosperous. I want to appreciate the organizers, the conveners, the hosts for this initiative, and for bringing on board the scholars of various extractions across the globe to speak on this critical, important topic of relationship.
Yes, we are listening. We are listening. Have we finished?
I've rounded up, ma. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Ambassador Dr. Alhaji Rahama Onike from Nigeria
You're welcome, ma'am.
for sharing with us a very, very important topic on relationship in education plus bullying. How can we eradicate it? How can we reduce it? And how can we support those that are being bullied? And also to bring more information, bring awareness of it. I like all the informations that you've given us today. And I want to believe that because this particular topic is very important, I want to believe that all our scholars, our teachers, our lecturers, our professors will really work deeply within their own capacity to make sure that bullying is eradicated in their own environment of service. So I want to say thank you so much. Before we move
You're welcome,
on,
ma'am.
and before we release our ambassador, Onike, is there any questions from us this morning? Any questions? Professor Nada, do you have any question? We can't hear you. Okay.
I want to say that really, respected Rahman had a great topic, great speech. And yes, it is really very important, crucial for us, especially when we are talking about this bullying today. Every day when we come on the social medias, when we open newspapers, magazines, radio, TV, we are listening what's happening around us and how to stop this, how to prevent this. This is really very important, and the voice of our great Rahman needs to be heard all around the globe. And thank you, respected Professor Dr.
Yes,
Queen,
ma'am.
for this amazing master classes, because everybody has an opportunity to listen and listen again, because this is the sense of this master classes, to spread the knowledge, to spread the voice all around the globe. Thank you once again, respected Rahman.
Thank you so much, Professor Nada Raskovi from Croatia, for contributing and also showing appreciation to our wonderful ambassador, Dr. Rahama Onike, for his own presentation this afternoon or this morning. I mix up his introduction, so I will quickly do that before we move to the next person. And I want to welcome Dr. Samina. She's joining us finally. We give God all the glory because she will be the next speaker soon. And we also want to appreciate Ambassador Lukman Nuruddin. Thank you so much for joining us, my PA. I want to appreciate you all for joining us this afternoon. So before we go, let me quickly share the information about our last speaker. Okay, so he has shared with us on relationship in education and how to eradicate bullying in schools, community, and families. And his name is Alhaji Dr. Rahama Onike. So, Dr. Rahama, I know we've shared it, but I just want to show it quickly so that we can move on. So I want to say thank you so much, sir, for joining us and sharing your wealth of knowledge and wisdom to us this morning. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. Okay.